And the police state ends with me, and we made it one more day. What do you call it when your local Bartlesville government arms over 50 police officers with massive weaponry and power to abuse citizens, then refuses to even acknowledge complaints beyond immediate replies back that complaints are not factual without an investigation? That is what the mayor did. Can you even call that a government when the people pay taxes and then the local government, Bartlesville, Oklahoma, refuses to even acknowledge the citizens? While at the same time, that so-called government uses the Bartlesville police as a political weapon at the behest of the Bartlesville City Council and local large corporations, especially Jane Phillips Medical Center leadership. Can you actually call that a United States democratically elected government of, for, and by the people? No, you cannot. If the government doesn't have to and will not and refuses to acknowledge the citizens, that is not a democratically elected government. What it is called is tyrannical, and that is the correct word. When the government uses force and criminal behavior against citizens and does not answer complaints or answer to the citizens, it is a tyranny. The Bartlesville government and the Bartlesville police state answers only to itself. It won't even acknowledge complaints from anyone else. The Bartlesville police state works to cover up its organized criminal behavior and steals from citizens and breaches their civil rights, because the Bartlesville police state, with the Bartlesville police state, you have no rights. And they care nothing about people, just feeding their for-profit system. Again, see the video, Washington County DA caught using seized funds for personal use. Those funds come virtually entirely from the Bartlesville police through their thefts of innocent citizens. They are all in bed together with the judges and using stolen property for innocent citizens for personal use, from the top to the bottom. Even when caught red-handed in a state audit, they say their actions are just, and not one single person is held accountable. Not one person held accountable for stealing public funds and using them for personal use. Then they just continue the behavior again and again because no one's holding them accountable. How can you? They don't even acknowledge complaints. If you complain to the FBI, they just say complain locally. Now when you complain locally, they ignore you. Even when you do it in writing, other than a quick response from the mayor saying your complaint lacks facts, even when there was no investigation. The Bartlesville police state motors on, so corrupt and out of control it cannot call itself a democracy, but rather corporatism, fascism, tyrannical, and a full-on police state. This is what we're dealing with, folks. I mean, I'm not saying it's just Bartlesville, Oklahoma and Washington County, Oklahoma. It may be in your area as well. But there's absolutely no doubt it's happening here. I mean, these people are organized crime. Biggest roaming gang of thieves in town. They can do anything they want to you, and all they have to do is say, oh, I think they're a criminal. And I don't know, beyond the people I've talked to in the community, that are just scared to death. They're just scared to death of the police, so much so that they won't even speak out against this. So I'm on my own doing this. Well, the police state ends with me, and I will do that. But I got to tell you, what else, like yesterday's video, what else are they getting away with? Just imagine what else they're getting away with. Imagine how bad this really is. You know, when it goes from the large corporations in town to the judges and the DA and the police and the city council, all of them covering it up. Just imagine. My goodness. The police state ends with me. And with that said, I'll see you tomorrow.